Hello, welcome to this update for Europe. So let's see what's happening these storms today because we have a level 3 now. Spots of northeastern Italy into Austria, spots of Slovenia into western Hungary. We have this level 2 as well across Russia, a few spots so surrounding the level 3 in Central Europe and this level 1 surrounding the level 2 areas. So let's see. A level 2 is issued for northeastern Italy, southern Austria, for severe convective wind gusts and large hail. A level 2 is issued across the rest of the Alpine region, southeastern Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, into southwestern Poland for large hail, severe convective wind gusts and excessive rainfall, and the level 2 is across parts of Hungary, Serbia, Slovenia, northeastern Croatia, Adriatic Sea, mainly for severe convective wind gusts, and level 1 for each larger parts of Germany, mainly for large hail, severe convective wind gusts, and a level 2, level 1 each for parts of eastern Ukraine, southwestern Russia for severe convective wind gusts, and large hail, and lesser degree for tornadoes. So please be careful in those areas today, especially in the level 3 there. Stay safe in those areas. So here, let's just see some stuff very quick. So there's still this unseasonably strong zonal flow in place across parts of the axis around 50 degrees north, supported by two pronounced cyclones over northwestern Russia and over Iceland. The cold front from former cyclone crosses Ukraine, cold front of the latter one, the British Isles. In between, the gentle mid-level ridge with warm air action moves from Central Europe gradually eastward, and particular importance is a rather small cut-off low from southwestern Europe, whose forward flank set the stage for severe storm outbreak yesterday in France, June 25th, yesterday, if you remember. So this cut-off low reunites with the frontal zone over France and travels across Germany to Poland on Thursday. The severe storm hazard at its forward flank consequently shifts eastward into Central Europe, and hot and quiescent conditions dominate the entire Mediterranean region. So be careful in those areas today. So what's happening here is basically that, like we have in some spots of Italy there, especially near the Alps. Let's zoom in closer here to Italy. Shows a lot of cape in those areas, the energy for those thunderstorms. So especially spots of northern Italy in southern Austria shows before most of the storms start close to 3,000 joules per kilogram northern Italy in a few spots. In some areas might be even higher to like 3,500 on some specific models. So this goes, there's like the icon too, shows doesn't show that much, but does show spots in the northeastern Italy more than 3,000 joules per kilogram. So this will definitely help those storms become very strong, especially some large hail and severe wind gusts. So let's see here. So there's also this cap, the temperature inversion happening, and it will remain in place for a portion of the afternoon, and then when it breaks, those storms might fire very rapidly. And this caps basically a layer of warm, dry air from the Sahara, northern Africa, that traps the energy below it. And here we also have some let's see here, some steep lapse rates across northeastern Italy, close to 7.7 degrees in some areas from the icon model. So this does mean a very juicy atmosphere as well for those storms. So let's see. Especially like if it's above 7 degrees means some explosive potential, some of those storms. So stay safe. The Cape plus these steep lapse rates, and when that cap breaks, it will produce some very dangerous storms. The biggest threats like large hail, more than 5 centimeter hail, plus some downbursts are also possible. And with some very dangerous convective wind gusts, those downbursts or even microbursts. So please stay safe in those areas and be careful. So shows here like this, the Swiss model shows significant weather. Those purple areas are pink are thunderstorms. So shows in Austria, northeastern Italy, 4, 5 p.m. And the darker purples, it's very hard to see here, but like severe storms possible. So this model is not too excited in terms of severe storms, but it does indicate some strong storms. Let's see if this high resolution model reaches all the way there. This is the Arrow model. So it does show this afternoon close to 4,000 joules per kilogram of Cape, northeastern Italy, but this is a little bit further south than where most storms will be at further northeastern Italy. So let's see like the storms themselves. So shows like that they start firing in Switzerland by early in the afternoon, northern Italy, those areas. And then this goes into Austria, shows particularly the northeasternmost portion of Italy into Austria, those areas. And then this goes potentially northern Slovenia, some strong storms too. But this model is showing the worst of the storms, like northern Italy into Austria, those areas. So stay safe in those areas, especially those damaging winds and some hail. And there's a slight probability of some rotating cells as well. Not long-lived supercells because the environment is not so suited for that, but some rotation possible with those cells. So be careful in those areas and stay safe. This link is in the description as well, so you can read if you want. But they do talk about the wind shear as well, like the vertical wind shear, 15 to 20 meters per second across the 0.6 kilometer layer. So it's moderate wind shear, not too strong for like big supercells, but it's something for some storms to rotate there. So, but they do mention severe hail, so stay safe. That big hail, including here, there's this map for northern Italy into Austria shows some big hail possible in those areas. In this hatched area here, like encircled in this white circle, indicates some like 20 to 40% probability of 5 centimeter or larger hail. So stay safe in those areas. Some big hail as well. More parts Central Europe and Central to further Eastern Europe. Shows further Friday tomorrow, further south into the Balkans, spots of Eastern Europe, some storms with hail possible. So be careful in those areas. There's also the 3 hour probability for hail. So today already by noon shows some, and then this goes especially later in the afternoon. Northern Italy into Slovenia. Despite the evening shows some big hail possible in Slovenia. This actually by the night already. So Thursday night there shows especially Thursday evening today some very big hail and a lot of lightning. Those storms. Be careful with lightning too. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful. And here now for like further out into tomorrow shows Friday, storm through the Balkans there, as this front kind of goes into Eastern Europe, some storms further east as well. So Friday, another front in Russia into Kazakhstan, shows Friday, northern UK as well, some rain there. So Thursday now, there's still like some leftover storms in Germany and those areas, those storms, those severe storms today there. But this front will also affect Norway, probably starting later this evening. into tonight in Sweden, Denmark this afternoon. Some more rain there as well, and shows northern UK for Friday into Saturday. That front still showing Sunday, the 29th, across Scandinavia into Finland as well. More rain and storms, especially a little bit of snow, the high elevations in Norway possible, but very little. It still shows by like next Wednesday, July 2nd, some rain, northern Scandinavia. So stay safe in those areas, warn others. So especially those severe storms today, stay safe. There's still this heat wave building across southwestern Europe and some spots there, especially like Friday, tomorrow, with 40 degrees around in those areas, southern Spain to Portugal, some 39 degrees, 37 more spots, some 36 degrees, some 40 degrees in Turkey, Greece, and spots in southeastern Europe, pretty hot as well. So be careful in those areas. And here's so the worst of the heat wave will start Friday, the 28th. So still shows like some 42 degrees southern Spain, for 41 in Portugal, spots there to 40 degrees to 39, southern France as well to 37. So stay safe in those areas, be careful. And I highly recommend you to read the description below this video, because I translated the forecast to like more than 5 different languages across Europe for those of you who don't speak English. So please check the translation below and share the forecast with others. So here shows like Saturday into Sunday, maybe one of the hottest days spots of Spain and Portugal, to 43 degrees southern Portugal, 36 in Lisbon, southern Spain to 42, 43 in Sevilla, even Lleida, further northeastern Spain, some 43 degrees. So stay safe. And Morocco is already to like 46 degrees northern Africa. So please be careful. This goal still shows Monday, the 30th, more than 41 in Spain. Still by July 1st to 43 degrees southern Spain. So please stay safe. And some models like the Icon are to 44 degrees southern Spain. So please stay safe, especially Monday. The June 30th shows some spots like 44 degrees southern Spain. Muy cálido, precauciones. So be careful, especially heat stress and like the heat danger associated with this. Stay safe. By this time, by June 30th, alright, shows in France, 37 degrees, more spots Germany, even 41 degrees southwestern France, some 33 in the UK, spots Germany, more than 34, central Italy shows across as central Italy, some 35 degrees in some areas. Nothing too crazy, but some 36, some other spots 37. Further in the valleys, like some 37, some spots of Italy, southern France as well. So yeah, stay safe in those areas. Northeastern most Europe still slightly cooler, but yeah, stay safe. This heat wave coming, and stay hydrated, especially, and warn others. So be careful and like be careful. Some heavy rains, some of these storms as well, and I don't know why this doesn't move here. So the icon does show across Norway, those areas, a lot of rain, those fronts, even to like 100 meters, a few spots close to the coast. So stay safe in those areas, be careful. Northern UK as well. The Europeans is even to like 135 meters, coast of Norway, northwestern UK. So stay safe in those areas. And a few storms there. Central Europe might produce some heavy rain closer, more than 50 millimeters in a few storms. So stay safe that as well. And here shows like Let's see first if this model has anything for the storms there. But I don't know if it shows the wind gusts from the storms themselves, but it does show some gusty winds this evening across Czechia and those areas, close to 91 kilometer per gust. Those storms, like 95 kilometer per gust in Austria, some of the stronger storms. So stay safe. And if a storm is strong enough, it might even produce like higher than that, close to 200 kilometer per gust, those downbursts. So stay safe. This goes, and yeah. So there's like this model too for the storms. So it does show some strong gusts in Slovakia and Austria, those areas too. But this model is further north, the strongest storms in Czechia and Austria. It does have strong ones in northern Italy into Slovenia too, but it has stronger ones further north as well. So stay safe in those areas, and yeah, be careful. There's like some wind in Ukraine and Russia, that front now as well. Slightly gustier in a few spots, and still in the North Atlantic, slightly gustier conditions in a few areas. Nothing too crazy, but like Norway by Sunday might get some very strong winds there. Norway, spots of Finland, strong gusts as well. So Sunday into Monday there. So stay safe in Estonia, Latvia, maybe the 30th, slightly higher gusts. So stay safe in those areas. There's like just see if there's any snow, but mainly there in Iceland and Greenland. The rest is too warm. But does show in Norway, like after June 30th, shows some snow in the mountains southwestern Norway. Like does show June 29th, especially the European model. There's the GFS, it shows just 2 centimeters, very little, and like more in Iceland in those mountains, maybe a finger or two northernmost Norway, but very little. So yeah, stay safe in those areas, but especially those storms and the heat wave. Be careful that heat and the storms with hail and everything. So stay safe.